Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. I am Lisa Falconer, a relationship and intimacy coach for high achieving women. I'm a somatic facilitator, energy healer, and a master mindset coach. And I help successful, powerful women like you, especially mums, because I am a mum, reignite intimacy, drop into their feminine energy, and feel deeply seen, desired, and connected in their relationships, but without trying harder, overgiving, or losing themselves in the relationship. Okay. And I really want to ask you this really important question. Okay. Have you ever, and let's be honest, just radical honesty here, have you ever wondered why you can be killing it in your career, juggling everything at home, you're managing the household, looking after the kids, doing the laundry, cleaning, there's a lot, holding it all together, and yet still feel so disconnected, unseen, underappreciated, or maybe even sometimes undesirable in your relationship. Why? Why is it that no matter how much you do, how much effort you put in, the spark just seems to fade? The intimacy feels like work. Your relationship just feels hard. Like it's kind of like a job, yeah. And you just end up feeling like roommates instead of lovers. Okay. And I want you to be really honest with you because you might not have even reflected on these questions before. Okay. Now's your chance because I truly believe that's where the transformation happens in your relationship. When radical honesty, knowing your current state of your relationship. Okay. So maybe you haven't noticed that the energy of your relationship is really more like roommates, co-parent kind of vibes. And that sexy pleasure that you used to feel in your relationships kind of like gone. Blame it on the kids, blame it on life, whatever, but that's just the truth. And let me share with you, here's the truth. Okay. It's not because you're doing something wrong. Okay. It's because the very energy that's made you successful is unintentionally blocking the intimacy you crave. So that energy that you are in at work, when you're focusing on your career, maybe even when you're in mum mode, okay, is maybe unconsciously blocking that intimacy you crave. Now, when I talk about intimacy, I'm not just talking about in the bedroom. I truly believe that intimacy can happen and it needs to start outside the bedroom. So many of my clients will come to me with intimacy blocks and issues. And when you dive deep into their relationship, it's because there's absolutely no intimacy outside of the bedroom. And if there's no intimacy in the day-to-day mundane things of life, it's really hard to then have that intimacy in the bedroom. Okay, but that's the topic for another day. Okay, so when I'm talking about intimacy, it's not just sexually, it's about feeling seen. It's having intimate moments with your partner, laughing, allowing laughter to ripple through your whole entire body. You're feeling your heart's open. You're feeling expanded when you're around your partner. You're feeling seen, appreciated. You're having those deep conversations. You're feeling like you're on the same page. That to me, that's the intimacy. Okay. And today I'm really breaking down exactly how that happens and how you can shift it. Okay. Because this is a side note, there isn't a relationship without intimacy. It's just not because you are just friends, you're just roomies, you're just co-parents. And something that I see so often with my clients is they're in this vibe or energy of roomies, co-parents during the day. And then they just expect the intimacy to only happen in the bedroom. And that's the only difference in their relationship is if like, well, sometimes we're intimate in the bedroom. So therefore we're in a relationship. No, it needs to be happening day to day. It needs to be happening outside of the bedroom. I'm a firm believer, and even, ever since I met my partner, letting our kids see us hug, letting our kids see us kiss, letting our kids see us be playful together. We will have these inside jokes with each other that we know the kids won't get. but it's between us to just make us feel seen and wanted by the other person. And we're doing that around other people. We're doing that just as we're crossing paths. I'll be in the kitchen cooking dinner and he'll pull me in for a hug. He'll, grab me. He'll be playful. These are the things that I really believe is important for relationships. You can't just have a relationship in the energy of just surviving another day on autopilot with your partner and then call it a relationship because you share the same bed. Okay. Anyways, that's a side note. Getting back to what I was here to talk about. Okay. So let's talk about the feminine energy and attraction dynamics. Okay. And this isn't going to be a masterclass on the energetics. Okay. Like we can talk weeks about the feminine energy, the masculine energy. So we're just going to dive into what's important for this topic. Okay. So let's talk about feminine energy and attraction dynamics. Okay. You've been conditioned to lead, to handle, to do, be the decision maker, the organizer, the one who's got it all under control. We are led to believe, and I know I've been led to believe, we are independent, powerful people. And yes, we are independent as fuck. We can hold a lot, we can do a lot. But just because we can doesn't necessarily mean we should. Okay, so we're conditioned to be powerful, independent women that's in control, that's leading, that's handling it all. Okay, and that energy, your brilliance, your leadership, your drive is powerful. Okay, powerful for basically your career, being a mum, everything else. But when it carries over into your relationship, okay, it often creates the very thing that you don't want. It repels your partner. It's a repelling energy. It's that pushing away. Like, I've got this, I don't need you. And that I don't need you energy is felt by your partner. Okay. It creates a loss of polarity, and polarity is what creates passion. Okay. This energy is also creating disconnection. Okay. And here's why. Attraction is built on polarity. You need polarity in order to have that attraction alive, the passion. Okay, if you're with a male, his core energy is masculinity. But if you're stepping into the role of I'm leading, I'm doing it all, I'm handling it all, you're in that doing energy, you're in the masculine, which means you're pushing him into the feminine, which makes him feel like you're emasculating him. And that's not sexy. Okay, they don't want that. Just like you're feeling burned out, tired, overwhelmed, resentful when you're in this energy all the time because it's not your core energy. Okay. So going deep into here's why. Okay, so as I mentioned, attraction is built on polarity. And I need to stop going on riffs because I could talk about that all day long. It's a dynamic. What, am I the only one that struggles with that word? Between masculine and feminine energy. It's the space between action and surrender. If you're constantly in the action, then you're never actually in the surrender energy. You're never in the receiving. And if you can't be in the receiving energy, then you can't be then complaining about not being seen or heard or felt or receiving love in your relationship because you're not actually allowing it. Leadership and receptivity, doing and being. When you are constantly in your masculine, leading everything, making all the decisions, you leave no room for your partner to lean in, to step up, and to meet you. And obviously without tension. Okay. Without that tension, the polarity, that attraction dies. Now, what I do want to say here is there's no right amount of being your feminine versus masculine. I'm not saying you need to be here in your feminine all day long in order to have this thriving relationship. What I am saying is, even as as a working mum myself, I'm majority in my masculine. However, I have a practice every single day where I get to transition into my feminine energy. And I even have a practice of dropping into my feminine energy before times of when I'm about to spend time with my partner. So I'm majority in my masculine, but I prioritize shifting into my feminine daily to keep my relationship alive. Okay. And honestly, it's not even just about my relationship, it's about how I want to feel on a day-to-day basis. Okay. So here's the magic. When you shift into your feminine, when you soften, you get out of your head and into your body. When you open up your heart, instead of controlling your partner, the circumstances, the outcome, everything changes. You create space for your partner to step up. You reconnect with your own magnetism. You stop chasing intimacy and love and start receiving it daily. This is the key to reigniting attraction in long-term relationships. It's not about tips, tricks, or fixing your partner, but it's everything to do with about shifting your own energy. Okay. Your energy, your partner can feel, and your partner is responding to your energy. Okay. So here's my question to you. Are you ready to stop overworking in love and start feeling desired, seen, and deeply connected again? If you're done feeling like you are carrying it all, if you're ready to drop into your feminine energy and experiencing daily love and intimacy with your partner, I really invite you to book a relationship breakthrough session with me. Okay, in this session, we'll get crystal clear on where you are stuck, how your current energy is shaping your relationship dynamic, and exactly what shifts need to happen to reignite the attraction without more effort. And as a bonus, of course, there's going to be some healing. So we can heal any funkiness that's happening or any limiting beliefs that you are holding. Okay. So the link to book is below. Okay. Spaces are limited, of course. Okay. But I truly want you to know that you get to be successful. You get to be a mum and deeply desired. You get to have a thriving relationship as well as everything else. You get to have it all. And with that, I will see you next week. Bye, my loves.